Hey guys, and welcome back to Minecraft Redstone for Beginners. In this episode, I'm going to be teaching you a few of the logic gates that are essential to any building you're going to do with redstone. The first gate we're going to learn is called an AND gate or an AND gate. It's built like this, with 3 blocks of stone, 2 torches, a piece of redstone wire, a torch on this side, and then your inputs like this. So what an AND gate is it's a gate where when both inputs are on, the output turns on, but when one input is on, the output stays off. So you'll see if I hit this lever, it's still off, or if I hit this lever, it's still off, but if I hit both the levers, it turns on. So that's basically used in any sort of, like the mini games I build. I used it in my rock, paper, scissors to have the choices because I wired it up. So say this here was rock, excuse me, I gotta make these guys out. This here was rock and this guy was scissors from the other side. I would have this wired up to show on this side that the first guy won because rock beats scissors. So you'd have to have it like that so that that would turn on. And it wouldn't do that for any other combination. So that's how an AND gate works. And the second gate I'm going to teach you is called a NAND gate or an NAND gate. It's built basically the same as the AND gate, but with the torches like this, you put the wire down instead of having the torch on the side. Because what it basically does is it inverts the AND gate. So when both of these are on, the output turns off, but when one of them's off, the output turns on. It's basically the opposite of an AND gate, and you can just use it for whatever need you have. Next up, we have what's called an RS NOR latch. This is used, it's built like this with a torch underneath this kind of upside down L shape, and wire on top, and then a torch on this side, and then hook it up to an inverter here with whatever your output is. So you use this by attaching a button pulse on there, and what it does is, just hold a piston on there. When you hit the button, normally the piston would go down, but as you see, it's not going down because the NOR latch turns it on so that the charge stays, and then you reset it by hitting it with some sort of pulse there or something else. I like to put a torch, then a block, and then a torch on top, and then resetting it by adding some sort of button down there to reset it using vertical redstone. It's just easier for compact space. But the best thing about this type of latch is that it's very compact in a straight line, so you can stack them up like this, and their wires would never cross because they only take up one line, as you see. So that's just useful. Again, I used it in my tic-tac-toe and my rock, paper, scissors so that when someone would hit it, then the button charge wouldn't dissipate before the second person had hit theirs. And it's a really useful logic gate for anything. There's a couple of different ways to build this. Another different way you can build this is by making this plus sign and hollowing out the middle, and then placing a repeater so that it's facing that way towards your input, putting redstone wire on top with another block of stone here, another piece of wire, and then a button on that side, and then over here we're going to put a block and then a piston, sticky piston, with a button charge on it. So what this does is when the button charge is received, it goes through here and goes underneath into the repeater, and that just cycles it and keeps it on. But when you hit the reset, it blocks it for a short enough time that the charge dissipates. So that's just another way to build it. It's another compact way. I personally prefer this way just because it's smaller than that, takes up less room. These are the main logic gates that you can use in any sort of building you do with redstone. There's a lot more logic gates that I'll teach you next time, but for now, these are the main ones you need to know. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Redstone for Beginners. Next time I'll be teaching you some more logic gates, but like I said last time, I'm trying to keep these episodes short so they're not too time consuming for you to watch. But I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time on Redstone for Beginners.